Hello and welcome back to Culinary Haven. Today we're making deep dish pizza. It's the recipe inspired by Italian foods and created in America. It's an amazing dish, super delicious, and this one pie is enough to feed 6 people easy. People with good appetite. Let's begin. And we'll start, of course, with preparing the dough. You need 270 grams of plain flour, 30 grams of fine cornmeal, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of yeast, and half a teaspoon of salt. That's the drying. Sift it all into a bowl. And to that we add 200 ml of lukewarm water. Mix it in. And 70 grams of very soft butter, unsalted butter. We'll add more butter after the first rising. So it will be in total 130 grams of butter. And now we'll mix the dough. Obviously, it will be at first a shaggy dough, but not for long. Dump it on the worktop. There. It's very sticky. Very sticky dough first. So use a dough scraper. So it's not your traditional pizza dough. It's a rich yeast dough. Tiny bit of flour. It's a very hot day today, and therefore the dough is extremely soft. But it's fine, don't worry about that. That's how it should be. Do not add any more flour. By doing this, we are helping the dough to develop gluten. Just a tiny bit more. So you can see it's getting into shape. And if you think that, how can this tiny piece of dough feed 6 people? Trust me, it can. We are all big eaters here in Culinary Haven, and it is enough for 6 people, 100%. That's it. So you see that the dough is now soft and smooth and holds its shape. And now we're going to shape it into a ball and put it back into the bowl. Grease the bowl lightly so it's not sticking to it. And cover it and leave it in a warm place. Just sprinkle a little bit of flour on top. The amount of flour I added doesn't have any weight. It's just to help us to handle the dough, but it's actually is not affecting the dough, and it's not making it any thicker, which we don't want. So that's it. That's enough. Lightly spray the bowl, add the dough, cover it and leave it for 1 hour. So it's been an hour and our dough has puffed up, doubled in volume, and we're going to put it on the floured worktop and sprinkle it with flour a little bit. And roll it into a rectangle or a round, it doesn't matter. Whatever shape it happens to be. That's fine, even a square. That'll do. And now we're taking the 60 grams of butter I mentioned earlier, very soft, and spread it all over this. So this ensures that this crust is going to be super flaky. This technique is almost like as if we were making cinnamon roll. Anyway, that's why this pizza is so filling and amazing. And the dough is flaky, it's just amazing, you'll see. Now we're just going to roll it up into a log. And just roll it again. Press it down, shape it into a ball again. So this crust, of course, tastes nothing like the classic pizza dough. It's very much like the Chicago style deep dish pizza. I'm not sure if they make it into an actual pie and put the lid on top as well, because this doesn't have the lid, this pizza. That's fine, that will do. It's going back into the bowl. I'll cover it again with cling film and put it in a warm place for the final rise for 1 hour. And in the meantime, as we're waiting for the dough to rise, we're going to cook the only layer of this pizza that is cooked before the actual bake. We're going to fry some onions. So we're going to slice half and then slice 2 onions, good sized onions. And that's one of many layers of our dish. It looks like a lot, but onions cook down and it's a large pizza, so that's a good amount. So add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil and fry the onions on low heat until they're softened and browned. So it will take about 10 minutes. So it's been 5 minutes. The onions has already reduced and got a little bit of color and softness. We are not frying it on high heat because we don't want to burn the onions. We just want to cook them nicely. So at this point we're going to season it. A little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and cook it for another 5 minutes. So that's been another 5 minutes. As you can see, the onions are browned, glossy, soft, lovely, and not much at all. So these were 2 large onions and that's all we have left. So now we're just going to switch it off and leave it until the dough is ready. Just leave it as it is. And you can also clean your worktop because you won't need it again. The dough, when it's ready, is going straight into the dish we're baking it in. So the time is up. The dough is ready. Look at it. You can see how flaky it is. Now we're going to put it directly into the baking dish. I'm going to bake the pizza in this 10-inch cast iron skillet that you have to grease. So put it down and spread it with your hands all over the base and up the sides of the skillet. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, you can use any oven-proof dish, but it has to be big, like 10-inch at least. So just pat it down and take your time and make sure that it goes up all the way, because we have many layers to fit in. Just do it gently and take your time, don't tear it. I mean, it's very stretchy, of course, but just make sure that the bottom layer doesn't have any holes. We don't want anything to leak. So let's build. The first layer is provolone cheese, followed by freshly grated, in our case, mozzarella. I won't tell you the exact amount of cheese to use, it's up to you. I'm using about 100 grams. Then on top goes Italian sausage. I'm going to spread it all over the dish. It's a pack of 400 grams of Italian sausage. On top of the sausage goes our fried onion. Yum yum. See? It's not that much at all. And just spread it around all over. It smells amazing. On top of that goes another layer of provolone. On top of this goes a layer of prosciutto. About 150 grams. There you go. Lovely. On top of that goes a thin layer of Parmesan Reggiano. Grated. There's a whole bowl of this, and there was only about maximum 80 grams of cheese that I grated, but it's so much volume in it. I grated it using a microplane, and it just a little goes a long way. And on top of that goes the pizza sauce. I'm using this pizza sauce. Cirio pizza sauce. But obviously any pizza sauce is fine. So I'm using a whole carton of it, which is almost 400 grams, 390 grams. Spread it gently and evenly. And on top of that goes another layer of Parmesan Reggiano. So like I said, I grated about 80 grams of cheese, and I'm not going to use all of it. So probably 50 grams will do. That's it, that's enough. And now we're going to bake it in the preheated to a 200 degrees Celsius oven for 30 minutes. So here we are, it's ready. It's ready in all its glory. As you can see, the crust is light golden brown. That's how it's supposed to be. It's a rich cheese dough, flaky, and light golden is the color. Everything is cooked fully. Don't worry about anything, the sausage or anything. We'll let it stand for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll take it out and see it in all its glory. Slice it and dig it. So rest it enough. Let's get it out. That's the tricky part. The rest was easy. This is the trickiest part. Yay. There you go. And look at the pan. Nothing's stuck. Perfect. And now we're going to cut it Alright, let's do it. I use this knife to cut anything. Everything. Bread, sliced onions. It's just such an amazing knife. So, what do you think? Doesn't it look absolutely irresistible? Everything is cooked through. The crust is soft and flaky, soft inside and crispy on the outside. It's amazing. I really hope you try it. It's worth it. Thank you for watching this episode of Culinary Haven. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will try this wonderful dish. And until next time, bye.